Welcome to the Stoic Responder Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Healy. As a special agent who spent more than 15 years conducting large-scale fraud, money laundering, and public corruption investigations, Stoic philosophy provided a mindset edge that became the foundation of my professional success. My mission today is to share those same ancient mindset lessons with you so that you can turn obstacles into opportunities and adversity into advantage. Time to muster up. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoic Responder Podcast. This is episode 113, Pride Deceives. Let me start you out here with a quote from Marcus Aurelius. That's 2 this week from the good emperor. It goes like this: Pride is a master of deception. When you think you're occupied in the weightiest business, that's when he has you in his spell. Marcus Aurelius. Again, and I say this every time we quote Marcus Aurelius, he's not writing this for you. He's not writing it for me. He's not writing it for an audience in Rome. He's not writing it for one of his generals or soldiers. He's writing it for himself. He is reminding himself that pride is the master of deception. It's a good thing to remind yourself of because pride blinds us to the true essence of life. And that's what he's saying here. It compels us to chase empty trophies. It leaves us perpetually unsatisfied. It blinds us to the beauty of simplicity. It blinds us to the richness of gratitude, blinds us to the depth of self-awareness. It tricks us into believing the weightiest business, as Marcus Aurelius calls it, is to win the approval of others. That's pride. This could be the promotion. This could be the new job title. It could be the attaboy. It could be the certificate of appreciation, the time off award that you so often get in the federal government. None of that stuff truly matters. Because as long as you're measuring your value with someone else's metrics, you haven't actually gained anything. That's what pride is. It's measuring your value by someone else's metrics. Pursuit of these external markers of success can never eclipse the quest for inner wisdom and self-awareness. And that is the journey of Stoicism. Because true greatness isn't measured by the size of our bank accounts or the number of our social media followers or the accolades that we accumulate on the shelf as I turn around and look behind me at the awards that I got in my law enforcement career. None of that stuff actually matters. It doesn't tell us who we are. No, our success is actually measured by the depth of our character, by the kindness that we show to others, by the wisdom we gain through introspection, by the way that we demonstrate and live our philosophy, as we talked about yesterday. There's a deceitful allure of pride. That's what Marcus is telling himself. And it comes with an emptiness that's as empty as its promises. Instead, when we can dispense with the external, we can dispense with all of the things that don't actually matter, that pride tells us are important, and we can anchor ourselves in humility. That's how we break free of pride. When we embrace the, quote, weightiest business of tending to our souls and living in alignment with cardinal virtues, that's how we break free from that weighty business that Marcus is talking about. When you think you're occupied in the weightiest business, that's when it has you in its spell. You know, that thing that you're chasing, that thing that you want, that external thing, when you're chasing that, that's pride. I won't quote, I so desperately want to quote Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction here, because there's a great scene with Ving Rhames talking to Bruce Willis. He's saying that, you know, that little thing in the back of your mind, that's pride. Just go watch the clip. It kind of hits the same, although it's a very different setting and for different reasons. It kind of hits the same point. You know, he's telling, you know, Bruce Willis like to throw a boxing match and don't let pride get in the way of what, you know, what's the right thing to do here. You know, although you could debate whether cheating at sports is right or not. But it's the same idea, right? Pride and ego, it's the enemy. It gets in the way of what is most important, and it has us focus on the things that are not. It has us focus on the external, on chasing those things that are beyond us. And when we do away with that, when we can focus on the allure of self-discipline, the allure of character building, the allure of self-development, the allure of becoming the best version of ourselves. To do a throwback to the first episode of the week, we focus on those 7 seconds in front of our face. We focus on being the best that we can be, being excellent and dedicated in the current moment. We focus on doing our job of living with humility, of embracing the weighty business of tending to our souls and living in alignment with the cardinal virtues. When we do all of that, we don't get deceived by pride because we know what really matters. So that's what I have to leave you with here on the last day of the week on a Friday. Let me give you a journal prompt to send you on your way for the weekend. Ask yourself this: am I too occupied with the pursuits that feed my ego? Am I too occupied with pursuits that feed my sense of pride? Or am I pursuing things that embrace that weighty business of tending to my soul? Let's break that down. Am I too occupied with pursuits that feed my sense of pride? Really ask yourself that. What are you pursuing? What is it that you're going after? And is it making you a better version of yourself, or is it seeking that external validation that we often warn about on this podcast? Man, no one needs to hear that message more than me right now. So I always tell folks, I don't know how many people are listening to this podcast, but sometimes I do these episodes and I think, man, I needed that message today. So if I'm the only one who's gaining value from it, so be it. But hopefully someone else out there needed to hear that message just as much as I did. Folks, as I said, I have a book. It's called In Valor, 365 Stoic Meditations for First Responders. It's available on Amazon. If you do want a signed and personalized copy of that for yourself or someone else this holiday season, please reach out to me today, no later than today, because I can't guarantee after today that it's going to get to you in time for Christmas. But if you reach out to me today, I can probably get it in the mail and have it to you by Christmas Eve. So otherwise, you can order it on Amazon Prime and you can get it pretty much next day, 2 days or whatever, for about the same price that I can do it for. The only difference here is I've got copies in stock that I can sign and personalize, and the ones that you get from Amazon are going to be without the personalization. That's really the only difference, but about the same price. Just takes me a little bit longer to get it to you than if you order it from Jeff Bezos. So reach out to me today if that's something that you'd like, or order it on Amazon and it'll get to you well before the holidays. Hopefully you can turn someone else onto this philosophy and give them some of that mindset medicine that we get here. It's a great resource, the book is anyway, for anyone who wants to practice this philosophy daily. It's going to give you quotes, some contextualization that's directly relatable to your modern life, and it's going to give you some daily journal prompts and action items that can help you integrate the lessons. And if somebody else is interested in getting a little bit more of this stoicism in their lives and they just aren't really sure what to make of it, have them check out the Substack first over at thestoicresponder.substack.com. I really haven't plugged that this week because I've been trying to focus on getting these episodes out to you in a way that allows you to digest them quickly and get on with your day. I know how busy life is this time of year, but that's a great place to go for free or to share with somebody for free if you want to turn them on to Stoicism and they're not quite sure where to start. There are so many episodes and articles archived on my Substack, thestoicresponder.substack.com, that they can just spend a whole day learning about Stoicism for free over there. I don't charge a penny for that. It's entirely a service to my listeners, to my readers, to go and get some of this mindset medicine over at thestoicresponder.substack.com. So I hope you'll check that out as well. Folks, that's what I got for you. Have a great weekend. Get out there, live your lives with valor. And until next week, you are out of roll. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, like, rate, and share this podcast so that we can spread the benefits of Stoicism to other first responders. It will only take you a few moments, but it can help us tremendously. Until next time, out of roll.